I'll come back. Yeah, good morning, wonderful people. You're welcome to the program. This morning, this is Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. Yes, we are here once again to give you the updates of what is happening in the country. I have Mr. Lucky, head on the Lagos. Good morning.
Yes, I don't know Lagos.
Just give me 1 or 2 minutes here. We have not started. We have not started. I just greeted you.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Let me greet my brother. Fine.
We are getting close to the Easter, the celebration of our Lord Jesus Christ. And currently, we are on Ramadan fast. I want to say big morning to our Muslim brothers and our Christian brothers that are also involved in the activities of this month. Yes, let's move on. Abiodun Jagun Street, that's where I am. And behind me, you have the bystanders. Bystanders are deliberating on the reports that we have on the newspaper headlines this morning. I have the Daily Sun this morning, the Daily Sun. I have the Nigerian Tribune. Let's look at the papers this morning. Once again, welcome to the program by students at the newsstands. Above the headline, the masthead of the Nigerian Tribune, Naira swap hardship. Yes, Buhari living on a sour note. This is from Soyinka. Buhari living on a sour note. Organ harvesting. Obasanjo writes UK court pleads for Ekwerimadu. Obasanjo writes UK court pleads for Ekwerimadu. Subsidy removal, palliative. Federal government gets $800 million from World Bank. Says 50 million Nigerians to benefit from this World Bank palliative on subsidy. Kaduna government reinstates 1,288 sacked primary school teachers. Kaduna government reinstates 1,288 sacked primary school teachers. NSIA Vitor signed joint venture agreement. I am pleased with the prospect of domestic carbon market. As Finance Minister, World Health Organization says that 1 in 6 people affected globally by infertility. Inspector killed, DPO injured as Okada riders attack policemen in Lagos. Federal government disburses 320 billion naira intervention funds to universities and others. Each university gets 1.1 billion naira. Polytechnic, 699 million naira. College of Education, 800 million naira. Court stops Labour Party chairman, 3 others from parading themselves as national officers. Court stops Labour Party chairman, 3 others from parading themselves as national officers. Let's move on to the Daily Sun this morning. NSIA Vitor signed carbon avoidance removal project agreement. I'm pleased with prospect of carbon market in Nigeria. That's from the Finance Minister. Main headline on the Daily Sun this morning. Soyinka gives damning verdict on last elections. Says polls one of the worst in Nigeria. Agbakoba, ex-NBA president, insists the presidential candidate must have 25% in Abuja to be declared winner. What's your thoughts on this? Obasanjo writes UK court seeks leniency for Ekwerimadu. Obasanjo writes UK court seeks leniency for Ekwerimadu. On the treason claim, federal government APC overheating policy. That is from Wazurike. Stop giving credence to IPOB. Federal government tells a Western nation. Alleges that the group is destabilizing Nigeria with funds raised from them. Federal government to build 15 psychiatric outposts in Southeast. Federal government to build 15 psychiatric outposts in the Southeast. IPOB says that Igbo should come home for census to prove our large population. IPOB saying the Igbo should come home for census to prove their large population. For subsidy palliatives, federal government secures $800 million from World Bank, targets 50 million Nigerians, and court stops Julius Abure from parading themselves as Labour Party chair. 8 students, others kidnapped that's from the Kaduna government, saying that 8 students, others have been kidnapped. With that, we are coming to the analysis this morning. Good morning, Nelly Onoha. Good morning, yes, we have only Nelly Onoha this morning. Please click on the like button and also subscribe to Flip TV as we get more updates and notifications. I have Mr. Rav, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Christian. And I want to tell you that the wind is doing something in the air. And that is Easter period. It's the time to rejoice, especially Christians, Christian faithfuls. We are rejoicing this time because we are going to mark the resurrection power of God. That's the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ after crucifixion. And I want to throw out messages, greetings to our wonderful viewers across Europe, across Asia, America, across the globe. So this summer, I want to thank you guys. Mama America, Mama Israel in the USA. Good morning, Ma. Wishing you good health and also a colorful Easter. Then to my mommy Nkechi, Okaro from Ogidi. I'm sending my greetings across to you. A colorful Easter is my wishes to you and your family. May God bless you and bless your children and prosper you in all your endeavors. Then again, to my best friend in Israel, Olasupo Akim, I'm sending a colorful greeting to you and also wishing you a colorful Easter. That's from my heart to you. Kazim, you wish that Tinubu would win. You told me. You said if Tinubu won, you are coming to Nigeria and we are going to set up an IT information company, and you said you are going to include me there, that Tinubu meant well to you in 1990 when he was following MKO Abiola. Kazim, you are welcome to Nigeria. You not even called me because my phone is down. Right away, I'm going to just put it in order so that we are going to communicate. Then again, to my greeting to Kano Abuba. You live in Okota there. I wonder how those boys disturb you people during the voting. You know, of course, you met with Bale. And one Bale, seriously, that if those boys come out, you guys are going to encounter them. And I give you guys kudos at Okota, axis of Lagos, because you match these miscreants one-on-one, eyeball to eyeball, blood for blood, blood for blood, money for money. I even like that you guys use animals to fight those animals. That's dog. So thank you, my friend Obiri. Thank you, my friend Raphael Ajare Chiamaka, my namesake. Thank you, Okechukweze. Thank you, Mami Falachade, Kimono Vera Falachade. I'm thanking all of you guys that are trying to be of help in this platform, especially Kevin, Mr. Kevin, Mukaila Dakpo, the pastor.
Let's move on. Organ harvesting. Obasanjo writes UK court pleads for Ekweremadu.
Yes, Obasanjo is playing the role of, an elderly statesman. What's one thing I want everybody to rightly believe. I will not hesitate to say that Obasanjo merits an elderly statesmanship. If you see the role he has been playing since he left power in 2007 as a Nigerian former president, he was honored by United Nations. He holds that post. He visits any place election is in trouble or was in trouble in the past. They used to invite him to play a role of an international observer or international man that had such experience before. Sometimes he went there to broker peace between all the opposition parties. Like what happened in 2014-15, Babo was a troublesome man in Ivory Coast. His political opponent, won an election and Babo thwarted it and put him in jail. Obasanjo played an important role. You know what he did? He did something that he did in Prince Said and Said Tome when he sacked a military junta that seized power over there. He did it something in Cote d'Ivoire when he won Babo. He was showing him the sign of bomb, plates, and the skatakatu. I don't know whether it's an English language. The sound of plates. Then Babo did what? He came down. He stepped down. He was arrested. Then later, I think he absconded into France. Okay. That was he's playing an important role. Because of Obasanjo this time around, I believe that UK government is going to show clemency, not only leniency, to Ekweremade's wife and daughter. But let me tell you, if Obasanjo could know what Ekweremade portrayed to Nigerian unity, what Ekweremade portrayed to the real accurate meaning of democracy to Nigerians, let me tell you, would have left him there. Yes, because Ekweremade was there, he was legislating nonsense. Nigerians are not happy. Nigerians were hungry. No good governance during his tenure. He was arguing. Ekweremade has not brought anything development to his own constituency. He went there, he was being selfish. Obasanjo is trying to address the issue of Ekweremade, not knowing that UK law is not Nigerian law. United Kingdom is operating written constitution, so rigid, you can't change it. It is not malleable or flexible. When a constitution is malleable, you can bend it. When a constitution is flexible, it can change. See, UK law is an embodiment of what? Stone. Unchangeable. stone. They are very, very rigid. It's constitution. You can't bend their law. Are you listening to me? So I suggest that he does not go to UK because of Ekweremadu. Ekweremadu is a Nigerian. A Nigerian is not above UK law. Law is law. Are you listening to me? That Indian man that is ruling them there, we not listen. We will not pay attention to him. UK judiciary, I think, Department of UK there and the PMs, parliamentarians, they won't listen to Obasanjo because they really want to tell Ekweremadu that it is time for what? Revenge. Payback time. A whole Senate president, Vice President Ekweremadu, you are trying to harvest somebody's organ because of his poor, wretched situation. You capitalize on that to harvest that guy.
Take advantage.
Organ. See, let me tell you, UK society, UK as a country is not only conservative, let me tell you, they are old-fashioned. They respect law, they worship law, as if law is their
let's
God.
move on. Subsidy removal palliative, federal government gets $800 million.
They are borrowing another money because they are trying to deceive us. They are going to use this money to pay as palliative.
And 50 million Nigerians.
Yes, 50 million Nigerians to share $800 million. I think everybody is going to get it either for $400. I've done the mathematics. For $400 or $40 each person. Listen, let me tell you. Our Nigerian population 50 million. Are we no more than that? And why is World Bank this wicked? So gullible to Nigerian politicians. Each and every time they go there, World Bank will sign out money. Are they not getting money from this boro that Nigeria is borrowing from them?
No, this is a palliative.
Palliative, COVID-19 is gone. What kind of palliative is that? The one that World Bank gave when COVID-19 was ravaging the whole world. Why did Nigeria deny it to their citizens? Why did they lock the whole palliatives in the warehouse? Why did they deny innocent masses on the street, poor man, the less privileged, the low levels, this palliative in 2020, when it was a critical time? It was a critical time that we needed it. We don't need palliative. We have scaled through COVID-19 by the grace of God. So, borrowing money from World Bank again, I'm accusing World Bank of gaining from our selfish borrowing. No, they are the one that made us to be going a borrowing and are sorrowing all the time. He that goes a borrowing, goes a sorrowing. We borrow. Yes, they said borrowed. See, I read in some papers, they said borrowed. So, are they giving out 800 million? Don't they know that they should have come back to Nigeria and create, agency that will pay this money to Nigerians? This money that have just borrowing direct to federal government of Nigeria, they are not going to share up to $1 million. They will just, Malami, Lai Mohammed Buhari, El-Rufai, CGN, all the departments of the organs of government, they will share this money and give us peanuts. Don't you see that 800 million divided by 50 million can only give you either 40? Yes? Do it now. It's a simple mathematics. How much is that? They are going to eat this money. They are going to create an avenue or many platforms to make sure that this 800 million can never get to the last man in Nigeria.
Okay, let's move on. On the census, IPP says that Igbo should come home for census.
There's no how we are all going home. But at least minimal. The whole Igbo can never go home. See, let me tell you, Igbos are travelers. There's no how, because of Nigerian census, we will go. When we know that what happened in the past is still happening presently in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a developed country. You know where I'm going? In the north today, over there, they will count goats, cows, all the domestic livestock will be counted as one.
Are you sure of this assertion?
My claim started from 1970, the first census, either 73 or 72 or 75, the first census during the war. Okay. It repeated again on and on. In 1993/94, there was census. They counted animals. And each time they counted people across Nigeria, they know the most populated ethnic group in Nigeria. You don't need to tell them because they are not telling themselves the truth. Each and every time any government comes in Nigeria, they budgeted fabulous amount of money for census. See, this census you see, they are aiming it to favor some people. Some greedy slots in the government will capitalize on that and was catching out of this kind of nonsense process of counting. When they counted in 2005, did they not, Kanu and Lagos, were they not fighting? Kanu said, no, I am so. Lagos said, no, I am so. See, we know the truth. Igbo man doesn't want again, as I am. Census is nonsense. Can census make Igbo man to rule Nigeria? Don't Igbo man know that? Don't you know as an Igbo man they don't want to? What's the need of counting you? Because they know that if they count us in Lagos here, Yoruba is the most deeply populated tribe in Lagos. The most populous in Lagos State is Yoruba, followed by Igbo. If they count in Kano State, the most populous in Kano State is Hausa, followed by Igbo. If they count in Ondo, Ekiti, Kogi, and the rest of the states, the indigenous race or tribe will carry the day, followed by Igbo. On getting to Southeast, Igbo cover everywhere there. I listen to me. Yet, they don't want to tell themselves the truth. The most populated tribe, the more you kill them, the more they increase. Let me shock you. We embraced polygamy after the Civil War, when it was obvious that our men were killed by Buhari and his cohorts there that fought for Nigeria, including Obasanjo. They reduced our number, which was why my fathers, my uncles, 4 wives respectively. That was what we keep on, the way we run our homes until this time I'm talking to you about. See, many young Igbos are beginning to be polygamous as well. I know one of us is a young man in this very Oba. He says, man, I'm gonna get 12 children. I applauded the guy. It's a welcome idea. Igbo should marry more than one wife. Igbo should give birth to many. See, the killings of Igbo youths in the recent times has reduced the population of Igbos in the southeastern Nigeria. And as if that was not enough, you see what is happening in Lagos. That the cloud, the weather of ethnic genocide is gathering. And I've been saying that on and on. Okay, see, census or no census, it does not solve Nigerian problem. Nigeria has political issue. We have imbalanced political polity in Nigeria. Our politics ticking is not balanced. Yoruba man is gaining. Hausa man is gaining. Anytime Igbo man comes up, they will cut his head and say, go back. Why can't you allow Igbo man to rule? You have been ruling and fail. You are failure. Allow somebody that can handle Nigeria as his business entity to run this country. Okay. The way he manages his business successfully. So, Christian, I am not in support of census. They should give us that money. Let us use it and run our business. Okay, I'm a businessman.
Mazi Chigozie, good morning.
You say you have to pay.
You are going somewhere. You say it's going somewhere. You use it.
You know they go anywhere. You spend 1 hour and you see.
Good morning, Mazi Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning, Christian.
Happy start to you.
And same to you.
Okay. Let's move on.
I think we should learn to take turns and respect this platform.
Let's move on. Organ harvesting, Obasanjo Rights UK court, please, for Ikweremadu.
I want to appreciate Ima Okeke. It's been a while. Edmond of Mexico, and of course, it's over about a year. I've not heard from him. I believe that all is well with you all, and to our esteemed fans across the globe. Happy Easter in advance. You see, the action of our Obasanjo could be laughable because you are writing to a sane society that have regards for rule of law. You see, you are calling for them to have a soft landing is something that is not within his powers. If Ekweremadu is, of course, tried and convicted, there is nothing you can do to assuage, of course, to do otherwise. You should be meant to face the wrath of the law. If he's found culpable of the allegations levied against him, then he should face the music. It is not Nigeria where there is lawlessness, where the people of his life destroyed the very existence of humanity. we have a system that is as lawless as anything you can imagine. The man, that particular young guy, out of frustration, possibly accepted whatever arrangements he was deceived to have accepted, because there's nothing left for him in this country than to die. But when he get to UK, where there is life, he begin to enjoy a different fresh air, begin to see a different environment. You see, that possibly may have informed his change of mind that I'm no longer committing suicide, that I never thought there could be a place where humanity could be appreciated. So that could be what informed the mind of the people. Most of Nigerians who are committing suicide, if they have the opportunity of visiting any state in Europe, they may have a rethink because of the environment and the way human beings behave and the way human beings are being treated. So that is what informed that. And if a Madu who has been within the corridor of power, at the time he was the fourth most powerful citizens in Nigeria. And down in his constituency, they don't have any functional hospital. Children and mothers, pregnant women are dying. Nobody to attend to them. They don't have where they can go in Enugu, where constituency where he comes from. And they always give them, is it quarterly constituency projects allowance. You see, running over, is it 500 million or what? And a man who has stayed more than 4 times, 4 times 4, is it not 16? 16 years. And you cannot float or recommend the government which you are part of to build the state-of-the-art facility in your own constituency. And you are now asking me to have sympathy for Chineke Bogwayok. I'm appealing to UK government to do the needful. If he's found guilty, he should be incarcerated. But the unfortunate thing that I'm not happy is that even the prison where he will spend the rest of his life, or 10 years, is more better than even the Nigerians that are walking free here. They say you are innocent, that you are a free citizen. I would even prefer to be in that so that, let me be in that prison so that he will come back to Nigeria. Because he's even enjoying there, being taken care of by the same government that indicted in the same government respects his fundamental rights. The same government also will protect his own fundamental rights throughout the service years. But can you see that in Nigerian prison, where people are dying, where even when you visit Nigerian prison, you will know that God will never, Nigeria is a cost country, where they call correctional center. It's worse than hell. It's worse than hell.
Okay.
Is it? I've been in pain for some weeks now.
Have you been in prison before?
Is it?
Have you been in prison before?
I have slept in a cell.
Okay, not prison.
Just in a cell. I tell you, I've been in prison. I have visited prison.
Okay.
But even the cell, you see, you would pity for this country. The one they call cell. The inmates defecates, they are not being taken care of. You will even contract, even that one distance self. You will be ashamed of calling yourself, identifying yourself with the country. It is an eyesore seeing even where you call a cell, correctional center, let alone correctional center, let alone prison, where people are dying, people will defecate, they will sit, they will poo-poo, and still remain there. You see? Wow. It's so unfortunate, and very unfortunate. So he should, my own dissatisfaction is that even where he is now, he's even enjoying. He has access to potable water, drinking water. He has access to internet facility. He has free internet facility. You see? He has access to, lights, steady lights. what even a Nigerian, a useless citizen of Nigeria cannot even afford, cannot have. And you are saying you are a free man. Who is not free? A man who is under detention in a foreign country has access for even good food. You see?
Let's move on.
It's unfortunate.
We have Igbo should come home for census to prove our large population. That is IPOB.
Well, for me, that is not a solution to this nagging issues. You see, if I will take you down memory lane, what you are seeing now has been as old as Nigeria. This acrimony, this ethnic bitterness and bickering has been as old as Nigeria. 20 months after independence, violence erupted in the entire western region. 20, a year and 10 months after independence. You see? And that's what led to that violence and bitterness. Though that one was within of Akintoye and Akintoye and Awolowo. You see, they were fighting for supremacy. Who takes over, who lost over the other. See, there have not been peace. People who are preaching that the West is accommodative, that is lie. Go to history. When Nigeria is in its early stage, you see, the cause problem that led to the civil war. So for IPOB calling the Igbos to return back for census is not the issue. The important issue is that what is our history? There have not been peace within the ethnic nationalities. This one now is not within the Yoruba and the Yorubas. They have extended it to the Igbo. Look at a particular people have broke out. You were the reason why the war. When they indicted the Nigerian government to have committed
Don't talk that far, that might not stop. Don't talk that far. Since when they talk with that, don't talk that far.
Okay, sorry, please. We are very sorry for that.
Yeah, it seems my voice have not been echoing since. So do we start afresh or where do we start?
No, start from the IPOB.
Okay, for IPOB calling for the Igbo race to come back for census is not the only way out. In fact, that is the least approach we might adopt at this particular time, when it is very clear that a repeat of the events that led to the civil war is very glaring and, of course, within us, starting at us at this time. Before the civil war, the same bickering, bitterness uh, among ethnic nationality that was sustained, initiated by the Western region, of course, within themselves, which now escalated, that led to the several deaths, murders of the supposed citizens, that to the point that it could no longer be curtailed, and curtailed by the then Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, then Tafawa Balewa, and with, of course, the help of Akintola, who was against Awolowo. They now initiated an inquest which led to the indictment of Awolowo for committing treason against Nigeria. Yes, he was indicted, which led to he was convicted and imprisoned. That was 29th of June, 1962. So, barely 20 months after independence, you can see now what we are seeing now is as old as Nigeria. And the only way out of this is to divide Nigeria, even as early as Nigeria independence. There have not been peace, there have not been coherence among each ethnic, different ethnic nationalities. What we are seeing now, the bickering and the bitterness has gone beyond something you can contain, especially this election. So what you are seeing is not just by surprise. It has been in the system of the Western people. Why I'm saying Western people, not every of them, especially the political class. You see, they always consider thuggery and violence as a way to remain relevant within the corridor of power. When Awolowo was convicted and imprisoned in the East, then, of course, Michael Okpara was the premier of the East, and Ojukwu has to, of course, release him and ask him, go back and reconcile with your own people and declare your own sovereign states so that we can pull out from the northern, of course, hegemony and, of course, imposition. The same Awolowo, rather than being grateful to Zeke, of course, to Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, turned his back against a man who saved him from being incarcerated, from dying in the prison, conspired with the northern, of course, oligarchy to fight against Ojukwu, which broke out the civil war, or the Nigerian coup was now tagged as Igbo coup. You see, which was meant to salvage and curtail the excesses of the violence that erupted in the entire Western region, which have not left. The same approach is being deployed even in this modern time, where you see at the eve of the election, they declared Oro. They threatened several Igbo, of course, predominant areas. It has never left. The same approach deployed by Awolowo to remain relevant within the corridor of power. So the only thing I just want to, set a premise where I can make my submission. The only way and out of this myriad of problems is to divide Nigeria. We have never been one. The likes of Kunle will be asking me to return to Imo State, not knowing that even after the war, the Igbos are the most trusted people in Nigeria. Why? Because they believe in Nigeria. That's why they can come from the east and establish their businesses in the east, in the west, in the faraway north. How many of the Yorubas have established their businesses, they have estates in the east? You see, though there are just few number of them who has their business thriving.
Okay.
But in comparison, it is nothing to compare with the effort and sacrifice of the Eastern region. I am not saying that we don't encourage, of course, the coexistence, but with the foregoing, with the circumstances which have become a state of necessity, calling for the Igbos to return back for census is not the right way to go.
Okay.
Igbos should begin to think on how to relocate back to the east and begin to develop themselves and their own region.
Okay.
Because the people who have developed their own region, apart from Lagos State, the West has over 6 states. All the 6 states are not viable. Currently, the entire 6 states in the West, is it Osun State, where Kunle come from? You see, there's no development there. I've been there. Oyo is the center of poverty. Ekiti is still.
I don't think so.
Oh God, you have not been to Oyo State, Ibadan.
Ogun State, all of the state.
Ogun State, even with the proximity to Lagos, it's nothing to write home about. There is no road there. Their political elites have exploited the Western people, making themselves richer and relevant. I'm not saying that the political elites in the East are doing well. No, but the efforts of individuals is what is thriving, is what is keeping the Eastern region alive.
Okay.
Because of the industrial nature of the East.
Okay,
So if the Yorubas are now pushing out the people who came to develop them,
the political class,
unfortunately, I mean the political class are instigating people to, of course, push out the Igbos who came to develop their own region. Then there will be, of course, a very serious catastrophe.
Okay, thank you very much.
A calamity that may befall the region.
For your contribution.
Because the likes of Kunle is not good at.
Let's leave Kule. Kule is not representative of the Yoruba people.
No, Kunle is here.
an
It is the
individual.
one.
Just leave
No,
him.
I have a good friends of Yoruba who
Yeah.
are very industrious and
It's an individual. It's not
and who
representative of the
understands the reason why, of course, Igbos should not be pushed out
Okay.
or pushed to the wall.
Okay, let's
Unlike
have
a
that
man
conversation-
who holds a
conversation
different
at the
view.
back. Let's have the conversation in the back. Kule, can you have the conversation with him at the back?
No, he might want to defend himself.
Thank you very much.
So the only way is Biafra should go.
Thank you very
Let the do the one manage their region, the Arewa control their regions, and let there be competitive, of course, development.
Thank you very much. I have Mazi. Good morning. Mr. Lucky, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. I want to thank everybody. Anyway, rap, I've done that before. Calling name on behalf of their crew. I want to thank you again, my sister, brothers who's watching us all the way, all over the world. I greet you.
Okay. There's money. For subsidy palliative, federal government secures $800 million from World Bank, targets 50 million Nigerians.
I think why you see when other world here Nigeria government collect $800 million for palliative. If it's America or even China or even Ghana here, you see jubilation. Why? Because the money will be utilized to them and they are going to have its benefits. But in Nigeria here, other way around, all this are lie. Cannot happen. They just come to borrow that money. Where is going? This government is going to, they want to go and share this money. By that they say palliative, you'll be happy. As if they want to use it for the people. For me, I don't want to dwell much on that area. For me, it's zero. Nigeria will not benefit. It's the government that is going, they are preparing themselves to share with palliative. When we needed palliative that time, they did not do it. They want to remove subsidy. Where you want to buy for 700 naira. And they are talking about 800 million Nigeria, $800 million for who? That money will be shared by this government that is going. And don't forget, the APC government is still coming to protect them. So this money is going to be shared by outgoing government. So
Okay, let's wait for when they are going to share the money. Let's look at Obasanjo writes a UK court pleads for Ekwerimadu.
In that area, for me, every father would like to save his child. Every father would like to save, including me. Everybody will have a miss of saving a life. But the manner of way going about it is a problem. Obasanjo is trying to redeem image. Obasanjo is a good man. Like him, hate him. For him to carry on that assignment, it's a good thing. I support him. And this is what our government is supposed to have done. This is what our government, the embassy, even our president, supposed to have done because our president does have a good rapport with the UK. That is why he can't do it. But Obasanjo, I'm happy for him. I need to save life too. Because UK, they might end up jailing that guy. They'll be imprisonment of 10 years. And it's an example to our leaders who are stealing our money, doing anything they like this INEC chairman who can stay here and rig election and is still here boasting. People like that, they need to go to jail. Likewise, World Rap was saying that Ekuremadi couldn't do anything in your own area. All politicians are the same. But it's an example that Ekuremadi receiving punishment in UK. What it cannot happen here. Politicians will do something and go free for Nigeria here. But outside. But where? For Obasanjo to make a move, I support.
Okay, as Minister of VM, what is happening?
What is happening?
I don't understand.
Don't you see the way I'm talking? I'm talking with force. I'm using my last stress to talk. We are not happy. Nothing is going on. Everybody is sad. The only thing is that God will not allow to go and steal. How we eat. Look at Easter. My brothers and sisters, let me correct one thing. The people who are living other side, America, Europe, the world, who have been helping us, they are angry. They are angry with us. Why? Everybody wants to win that election, including we, the Nigerian people. And we voted. And our will be washed away. I don't know how many people abroad who are calling us again because they are not happy. They are not happy. Please, I want to beg you. We have done our own. We can't carry gun. We have spoken with ballot paper. But our will be changed 24 hours. What do we do? Please, I want you, don't be angry with us. Please, embrace us. Bear with us.
There is the election over.
It has not over. We are in court. And I believe God will do justice. God will touch the justice there to do the right thing. Please, people, a lot of them are not happy. If election have gone the way Nigeria wants, like them, you see them, they'll be calling us. They will congratulate us. But bringing another monster, he just leave another monster.
He's a Nigerian.
He's a Nigerian. Where is it now? Where the president elect? Where is it? He's a mechanic. I always say it. I said it again. He's a mechanic. In France or London. He's a mechanic. Just like the way Buhari won election. After Buhari won election, Buhari went for a workshop in London for 6 months. He prayed, leg, everywhere. All his stomach everywhere was changed. And the same way, our Kule brother is in London or UK or France. They publish all the blood will change everywhere, brain balls everywhere. So that when they come to Nigeria, you look younger than me.
Okay, what's the way forward now?
The way forward is that, my brother, I am not happy, I'm tired. Easter is very close by here. Nothing for us. Nothing for us. Please, I am still begging those. You don't hide anything. I'm not going to hide. I am not just going to pretend. We are dying, we are hungry. Our children are hungry. Nigeria cannot help All this billion you are hearing, all this billion you are hearing is being shared by the government. People like Mohammed, Abbas, Buhari, all of them. They are not sharing the money. No will. Palliative, zero, nothing. Please, I am begging you, help Nigerians, help us. You have been helping before. May God bless you. Nigerians are dying. We are dying. Please.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you very much. Edo is Lagos, Abi?
Edo not be Edo not be Lagos.
Okay.
I cannot change.
Let's move on. Have Mr. Kule. Mr. Kule, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Odunlade. Good morning, Yusuf, Mr. Yusuf. Keep the good work going there. And I really appreciate every one of you. Christian, before you start, let me just correct some abnormality statements that Chigoze came around here to spread. False news, fake news, propaganda news. Igbos came to, I want to ask him, first of all, how many years is he spending in Lagos? I'm sure it should be less than 10 years he came to Lagos. People like this, when they came to Lagos, when they came to Lagos, they should ask Lagosians, how is Lagos being developed? Who are the people that develop Lagos? Do you want to tell me with your kirika that you litter around all Lagos makes you to develop Lagos? Do you want to tell me your illicit money, the drug money you bring into Lagos to build houses, to build this? That's what you want to upper hand. Do you want to tell me the people like companies, the blue chip companies like PZ, like MTN, like what's it called? Like PZ, like a lot of them.
MTN be brought by Igbo.
Which Igbo? Go and sit down. It doesn't know anything. It doesn't know anything. The MTN we are talking. The MTN we are talking. The MTN we are talking.
At the end of this,
the largest, the shareholders are
the share. To me now.
No. Let me give it. Let me give it.
At the end of the time,
let me give it.
You can give it so that
no.
will not cause. At the end of the time, you can address it.
But when he was talking, you did not caution that.
No, you didn't start with that. At the end of the time, you address it. Don't worry, you have time to address it.
I have time.
Let's start with Obasanjo writing UK courts.
Please, any Obasanjo issues, please just park Obasanjo aside. I don't want to talk about Obasanjo because Obasanjo is so we are an outcast. Now, I will not be here for people to be maligning me, right?
Okay.
As it is,
continue.
my Osun state is far better than an IPOP Imo state, where this Chigoze cannot even stay. He's frustrated in Lagos, and we want to rehabilitate him. If he does not know, he came to Lagos like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and it was something that chased him out of Imo. And Imo cannot even withstand Osun globally. Osun is in the map of cultural, is in the cultural state in which is in the map of the global world. Tell me what Imo is known for in abroad. Tell me what Imo is known for in the global world. It's all about hype-up. It's all about beheading. It's all about crisis. If your state is so accommodating to you or is so conducive for you, you won't be in Lagos here. Because you know any seconds you can be gone down there because all their crises there, all their killings there, you know. So frustrated man, we know all his antecedents. He's frustrated. Osun State has a still rolling mill. Osun State has a very sound water system. Do they have water in their region? Tell me. Your place is landlocked. You don't know. I pity you. Yeah, let's talk, man. Let me ignore this.
Subsidy removal.
Deformed people.
Subsidy removal. Palliative. Federal government gets $800 million from World Bank. Says 50 million Nigerians to benefit.
Yeah, I think we need to know the data of the 50 million Nigerians that will benefit. It's not just ordinary saying 50 million Nigerians will benefit from the, European donors, from the donors, for the palliative. Right? Let us know the names of the Nigerians, the numbers of Nigerians. You said 50 million Nigerians will benefit. Let us see the list of 50 million Nigerians that will benefit. Then, if they did not benefit anything, we can profile them and ask them, Did you get any palliative from Nigerians, from Nigerian government? If they don't, that means all this one we ended up in a fallacy, right? And we want our government that is winding down now to be truthful, so that they will make things easy for our incoming elected president. And as it is now, Tinubu will be sworn in. Either you like it or not, people like Chigozie has to he has to relocate back to his village. We don't need him in Lagos because he's a catalyst already. He's a frustrated catalyst already. Talking about the story he was saying about I don't know why it's the fake news. Maybe that was the story they told him when he was growing up. Our what's it called? The Ojukwu did not release. It wasn't Ojukwu power that released Awolowo in the prison. It was the federal might, which was the Gowon. When Gowon needed Awolowo in his government, he went to Calabar. He went to Calabar and negotiate the release of what's it called? Awolowo. These people, they don't have history in their curriculum. I think in the East, they don't have history. So that is what is deforming them.
There's one thing about generalizing is
no. From where it comes from,
it's deformed. It's below ethics.
It's coming with ethics. That the Igbos that came to develop their land. Okay. I think where was he? He's a local person in Lagos here. I will tell him. Okay. I can take him round. Ordinary Magodo, this guy did not know. We went to Magodo. He's here. Ask him. How can a stranger be coming to telling me the history of my father's land?
Swap hardship.
It's a shame, man.
Buhari living on a sore note. That is Soyinka.
Yeah. I don't know understand what Soyinka meant by, when Soyinka talks, you have to check your vocabulary.
He also said that the election was the worst in history. Yes. But it was worst in history.
That's his own view, and that's his own opinion. And that's his own side.
He's a respected Yoruba.
He's a respected.
So he's Obasanjo.
Saying that does not mean it's not generalizing the whole election all around the state. Both in all the
worst in Nigeria.
The worst. We keep, there's no perfect election. That's what Mr. Soyinka, Professor Soyinka should know. There's no perfect election. It's same Soyinka that is saying this, that said they should, Obi and Deity should be cautioned and should take their time. If not, they will go the way of Trump. Obi will be picked up like Trump, or will be invited and will be questioned, or he will face trial if it does not take time. Because who is Obi among almost how many million Nigerians? We are 200 plus million. So who is Obi for him to be causing inciting people?
For Obi and Dati, I'd like you to mention 1, 2, 3 things that they have said that is inciting. For Obi, let's start with Obi.
Let's start with Obi. Right from Obi campaign. The followers.
No, Obi.
I'm landing. Let me land, man. Let's start from Obi. His followers were so bully, were like bully agents. His followers were like fake news carrier. His followers were like propagandists. His followers were like wayward people, abusing people on social medias, abusing, and majority of them, their voice were loud, and we know where they came from. They came to represent Obi, and they came to present Obi as an Igbo president, as an Indigo president, and that was how he lost the election, because people detached from that, his own way. People, Obi said a lot of things which like the doctrine, the ethnic issue, the religious issues, he brought into policies with Oyedepo. Is that a right statement for a presidential candidate that's supposed to be president of all, that's supposed to be president of the Muslim, that's supposed to be president of the Christian? Is that what you should be saying? And I said it all, and I said it on this platform. You don't need to be asking me what to be. I said Obi has turned himself to Christian president. Immediately, he saw that APC picked up Muslim tickets, and Obi ran to church for church to save him, that maybe they want to Islamatize Nigeria. So I don't know why you are still asking me that, because through the body language, everybody knew that the majority of the supporters of Obi are the Igbos, are the people from the southeast. That was why you should look at, even you don't need to ask me that, look at the election in the southeast. Tell me a non-Igbo man that scored higher votes than Obi in that state. Does that mean all of them are behind Obi? Does that mean a state like Anambra, in which Soludo rules, cannot even deliver, what's it called? Anambra state. So it was a politics of sentiment. It was a politics of tribal. He came to Lagos here. He won Lagos with the help of some Yorubas that are still aggrieved with the answers, but that one is for a story for another day, because a lot of them are misinformed about the answers. I was part of the answers, but I cannot put the blame game on Tinubu for that answers. But a lot of them, they are deformed. So there's nothing you will say.
I want to talk about this Obasanjo writing UK court, pleading for Ekweremadu.
Obasanjo, we have to start trending for pleading for bad people. I don't know. Ekweremadu, walk himself into prison. He single-handedly walked himself with his wife to Europe prison. So Obasanjo should not carry Nigeria mentality to the UK, to UK now. Because if you commit a crime, there's a constitution that stipulates the punishment of any crime you commit. And Ekweremadu committed serious crime, and they went to the constitution. How many years their jail term will they required for him? And they said he's going to spend 10 years jail term. 10 for the husband, Ekweremadu, and 10 for the wife, making 20 years, two of them. So Obasanjo cannot change any narrative of the UK, because they said charity for leniency. There's nothing like leniency. Did Obasanjo beg for leniency for all the people in jail, all the people he sent to prison? Did Obasanjo did they beg him for leniency? Did they beg Obasanjo for leniency for all the people that are corrupted under him, in which Ribadu sent to jail? Did they beg for leniency, or did they accept their leniency? Do you know how long the Obasanjo held down those agitators? That people were even begging him. People like what's the man in the Iwazurike, people like Gani Adam, people like what's it called, Asari Dokubo. That put them on underground cell. That man is not relevant to me again. Obasanjo is not relevant. So let's put Obasanjo issues aside. Obasanjo is just is on the departure.
The head of state, an elder statesman.
Yeah, another statement that does not act as another statement. What did he do for we masses? Look at the lights here. Till now, the problem we are having on lights persists, and who are the architects of the blackout in this country? Is it not same our Obasanjo, our Papa that we look up to as a messiah for his regime? Do you know how much that was wasted under power this thing? Okay. So what are we now saying? Let's the truth be told. We don't need people like Obasanjo in our democratic space any longer.
Thank you very much.
Take it or leave it.
God bless you. I have Mr. David. Okay. Good morning, Honorable David.
Good morning to you, Mr. Chukwu.
Yeah.
I believe good morning to everyone, and good morning to all our viewers here and there over there in the diaspora. I think you are the anchor of this program. You are the anchor, and you have the right to caution. You have the right to tell people not to come here and then preach hate speech. Now, for some weeks now, for some months now, election has come and gone. Nobody should come here and start saying Igbo this, Yoruba this, Igbo this. There are more pressing issues for us to attend, for us to discuss about. Now, yesterday, let me give you what happened yesterday. There's one Hausa man. His name is Walid Jubril from Kano State.
Yeah, he's part of the Labour Party.
No, he's not part of the Labour Party. He's from NNPP.
Okay, NNPP.
Now, he wants to contest for the leadership of House of Rep. You know what he did? He had to bring on board both Igbo and both Yoruba.
He had a prayer.
They had to break fast with him.
Yes, in his residence.
Now, why did each one of them say? Because you and Hausa man will support you because they say you are Igbo man. So excuse me. It is high time politicians should stop deceiving us with all this Yoruba Igbo matter, Igbo matter. Now, when you get to the political class, those guys are always united. Political class are always united. But with the common man here, we'll be fighting stupid fights. Nonsense fights. That's nothing to our interest. To me, yes. Because how would you come online and start saying Igbo, Yoruba, Igbo, Yoruba, Igbo, Yoruba, universal food shop, Igbo, Yoruba, house don't be paid. But political class, they are always united. In 2020, when there was palliative, both Yoruba governors, Igbo governors, Hausa governors locked on this palliative in their offices. So we don't say because you guys are Igbo, let me give us palliative. This palliative was being ordered by the same set of people, and now you are coming here to say Yoruba is bad. If it is, see, and nobody is bad. Every tribe has bad people. Every tribe has bad people. So because Mr. Aya is bad does not mean all the persons in that tribe are bad. Let's stop all this nonsense. Let us fight those oppressing us. Those oppressing us does not know if you are able, you are Calabar, you are Yoruba. Everybody is suffering.
Okay.
Let's stop all this religion extremists. Sorry, back to the topic, Joe.
Let's move on. Obasanjo rights UK court, please. Okay, subsidy removal. Palliative. Federal government gets $800 million from World Bank. Says 50 million Nigerians to benefit.
I'm not against. I am not against those. Our government intend to get the money from the World Bank. But my own concern, my own concern is that what method of how is the sharing formula is going to be? How do they? What method or what statistics do they want to arrive with these 50 million people? How do they want to get these 50 million people that would benefit from this thing? How is it by random selection? Which method do governments want to arrive to get these 50 million people to benefit from this program? Or else this money would go down the drain, because you cannot just say you want to give 50 million Nigerians money. Now, what mechanism do you want to use and share the money? Give the money to those, to the target audience. Because if there's no mechanism, if there's no formula as which you will arrive to give this money, that means money is gone. Yes, who will get this money? That means money is gone. That is it. Because you just came and tell us nonsense. But deep down, you are not telling us how you want to pick these people to give them this money. So I think government should stop deceiving us now. This money will be looted again. Yes. Okay. It will be looted.
Federal government disburses 320 billion naira intervention fund to universities and others.
Why is
a billion?
My mother, that billion. A government that has less than 1 month in power is just dishing out money. It shows there's something is fishy. Now what has stopped the president? Yes, 8 years. Now there have been no such amount of intervention given to federal investors. Now that you have less than a month to live, you start awarding contracts, giving out money, because you know that those coming, the new government coming, will not probe you. He knows that if it's possible, he can even loot the old treasury. He can loot the old treasury because he knows Tinubu will not probe him. Yes. No, because why do you have to be probed?
We don't have a president yet. We don't have a president yet.
I mean president-elect.
The coming government.
Yes. Will not probe him. The coming government, won't probe him, because that's why Buhari can even can even share all the money.
We have sensors.
Okay, now. Why do we need sensors? Why do we need sensors? Why do Nigerians need sensors? What economic gain would sensors add to the ordinary man on the street? Would that determine government giving us a robust economy? Will sensors make government plan for us? We've had sensors so many years and still nothing has been done. If you want to go, if there should be sensors, it has to be government is planning towards just to elevate property and to know the numbers of people he would budget for. But now in this whole case, government is trying to siphon the money. That is why you have sensors. That is why you see that one is giving money to these schools for the what intervention fund. That is why you have to write to UK to get to he had to write to UK just to get this money. Enough of all this.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Okay. We are starting with Obasanjo writing the UK court pleading for leniency for Ekweremadu.
I think it is within his personal opinion, but for me, I think there's nothing wrong in anybody asking the court to have mercy on someone. Tempering justice with mercy didn't start today. That we have seen instances when or where somebody will plead guilty, or after being declared that the person is guilty, the person will ask court, or his lawyer will ask court to temper justice with mercy. Perhaps because he's a first-time offender, or maybe because of circumstance surrounding the person. We look at what Obasanjo said. We try to look at what Ekweremadu have done for Nigeria. We try to look at Ekwuremadu's status as a serving senator, and for the fact that he may not have done such thing before, and that this will afford him an ample opportunity to learn from his mistake. He's not saying the man is not guilty as pronounced by the court. He's only asking that the court should have mercy on him. So I don't see whether that will offend anybody. The court is at liberty to say we are not accepting your plea. We will convict him as required, the full weight of the offense.
I think this will be coming from the federal government itself.
Federal government is at liberty to say they do that or they don't do it. We don't compare them to police. But if as an individual who is a diplomat, who when he speaks, people hear and listen, and he has decided to speak, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay, let's move on. We have subsidy removal palliative. Federal government gets $800 million from World Bank. Says 50 million Nigerians to benefit.
They will end up squandering that money.
You're projecting.
That was verified under Jonathan. There was the issue of Shopee when they removed a face. There is a partial removal of subsidy. You know, in that 2012, people went on strike protest, and the government, instead of totally remove the subsidy, they remove a particular percentage. And the money they freed, they tried to do some palliative through what they call Shopee. But that money came through the government, through local government, and it ended up in politicians' pockets. So I'm not seeing the government allowing that money to get to the vulnerable have been targeted by the people who send it.
You don't have hope.
I don't have hope in the government, whether in this government or any, as long as it's the same system we're operating. I don't have hope. When people talk about that Tinubu did it in Lagos, he's going to do it at the national level. It marvels me. It marvels me because this is somebody since 1999 he has been controlling Lagos. The only time he's agreed with somebody who controlled Lagos was under Ambode, and he successfully removed Ambode. So if you now say from 1999 to date, you have been controlling Lagos, you now ask yourself, looking at the programs of the government in Lagos State, Look at the policy of the government in Lagos State. Are the citizens comfortable with it? If they are comfortable, you will not see what transpired in the presidential election. Because they spoke through the ballot that they were dissatisfied with the approach of governance of what is happening in Lagos. So except you want to change his approach of governance, if you use the same approach in Lagos State, I don't think he's going to make anyone happy at the end of the day.
Okay, so Soyinka gave a damning verdict on the last election, says the poll is one of the worst in Nigeria. Agbakoba, ex-NBA president, insists that the presidential candidate must have 25% in Abuja to be declared winner. What do you think?
The issue of Abuja is under litigation. So there's a little we can ventilate it on media here. Otherwise, to amount to prejudice. Let us allow court to decide that. Because the legal luminaries, these are arguing against it, these are arguing for it. But I don't want to go into that because it's part of the substantive issues that the electoral tribunal will deal with. Then, what is the other issue?
Soyinka says that the poll one of the worst in Nigeria.
To be quite honest with you, when Soyinka is right, he's not the first person to have said it. It's a boon on the front burner since after the election. Go and look at Twitter of recent. The song Fast released. Go and look at the ripple effects. How Nigerian artists are using it to express their feeling with respect to what transpired on that 5th of February. So, to say the least, it is quite unfortunate that INEC will breach their own guideline. Because that is what undermined the process. If they didn't breach their guideline, if they had uploaded the result electronically for the polling as they promised, there wouldn't have been this issue of who won or who did not win. Because if the process was free, fair, and credible, and a winner emerged, nobody will question the integrity of the process. So for me, it's quite a disservice INEC did to Nigerians by not uploading the election result electronically. That's why I'm of the view that in the next round of review of the Electoral Act, this liberty, discretionary power that is accorded to INEC through Electoral Act should be removed. They should use Electoral Act to tie their hand so that they cannot do otherwise. We are saying that they are not honorable enough to be given the leverage to exercise discretionary power.
Okay. Lastly, let's look at subsidy palliatives. Federal government secures 800 million. Okay, I've asked it before. Igbos should go home for census to prove large population. What do you think?
I don't have anything to say.
Okay, let's
anybody can decide where. You see, let me tell you what. Let me tell you something. Look at Nigeria today. If you are sharing the national cake resources, what they go to Abuja to share every month, I mean fact, you are using population to share it. If you are doing House of Representatives, how you arrive at the total number of people of representatives in the House of Representatives is the population of the people. So if you now use the population of all the people in Lagos State to get more representation in Abuja and House of Representatives, and they want to conduct an election, there was profiling. You ask some people not to come out and vote. At the end of the day, you achieve your purpose. Now, they want to do head count. Will it be justifiable to allow everybody to stay here and be counted? At the end of the day, the resources will come because of the population that is counted here. But when it comes to election, you ask some people not to vote. It's a question, it's a puzzle I want Lee to answer.
Mr. Lee, he has a question for you.
No, let me ask you. What's that? Why I want to ask you this because we are civilized. All right. The question is, when they were doing governorship election in Lagos State,
Yes.
some people did ethnic profiling, and some people were not allowed to vote.
That's true.
And we all know that when they do House of Rep, they use population to determine how people will be represented in House of Rep. And Lagos has the highest representation in the Federal House of Representatives.
Okay.
Now they want to do head counts. What I'm asking is it justifiable for everybody in Lagos to be counted in Lagos?
Is it justifiable?
Complete
Yes.
your question.
Against the backdrop of some people not being allowed to vote in Lagos.
Well,
Knowing pretty well that when they want to share resources, they share based on the population that is counted.
okay, let us look at it both ways. You know, majority of who are agitating right now are making a lot of revenue. They are meeting their ends here in Lagos. And if for a way they believe for them to retaliate or to get back at Lagos State, it's for them to go back to the east. Because I think that's who you are actually, talking about. Majority of the Easterners, they were disfranchised, especially in their core areas, places like Ojo, Etiosa, because they had like Ikate, Okota, they battled that, So if they want to go back to the east for that, I think that will further inflame that, that friction, that narrative, because they will see that, okay, fine, we have gone past the election. Nobody expected the election to be 100% peaceful. We have to be frank with ourselves, because definitely there will surely be tension one way or the other. All right, but we have gone past the election. Now everybody is going through his business. Nobody is disturbing anybody's business as of today. You are earning you're getting your ends meet in Lagos State. You are doing well. So why not stay behind? But nobody can force anybody to stay behind. So my point is this: if you are going back, those people, the government will take it as a fact that, okay, fine, I think you guys are trying to take this even beyond what we expect. I haven't called for reconciliations. You guys seem to be unforgiving. Then there will be stringent policies whereby so many non-indigenous might be expunged from even the government.
Somebody said that. Let me ask you. Somebody said that these certain persons should not get involved in Lagos politics again.
He's aware of that.
Now,
And
listen. That same person, his principal was the one that introduced the non-indigenous into the Lagos politics, which is Tinubu. Tinubu brought in non-indigenous into the cabinet. All right. Now, listen. Let us look at this on a table, or let us place it on a table. Nobody is saying Igbos cannot contest for House of Reps and all that, but you shouldn't throw it to their faces. That is what we ask. Listen, when you go to a foreign land, I'm just trying to be analytical here. Let's say, for instance, you go to Dubai. Okay, in Dubai, there are some people who are called Emirates. Those are the indigenous there. Okay, no matter how influential you are, Aborigines, they are the Aborigines. No matter how influential you are in Dubai, those people will always have their say. Even Americans cannot go there, because Americans were the one that beat Dubai. Americans cannot go there and tell them and start telling them this or that. Do you get my point? Do you get my point? I am not saying an Olga might have been wrong the way he presented that statement. I am not advising. I am not even supporting Adenuga's statement, because when I read it, I was disappointed.
Onanuga.
Yes, I was disappointed on how he presented it, but because I guess he allowed emotion to override his logical reasoning.
Now, to ask the question directly,
All right.
now, from your analysis,
Yes.
is it not justifiable for all the non-indigenous to be counted in Lagos, so that by the time they share national cake, they bring their own here, since they reside
Now,
here?
Mr. Christian, going by your question,
Mr.
Matthew, sorry, going by your question, not all non-indigenous. It's not true that 100% of non-indigenous did not vote. It's a lie. There are so many non-indigenous that voted. The Hausas, the Benis, the Edos, the Deltas.
Okay, let me ask you.
Do you understand? So let's say about non-indigenous, maybe about 10% of them had issues.
Mr. Lee, sorry, let me
So
ask you.
for you now to take
so
it
that
up,
I'll give you time to start talking. Let me ask you another way.
No,
is it
I
not
think we are
proper?
going to end this conversation.
No, is it not proper?
I don't go talk.
You talk like 2-3 minutes. You are featured.
Is it not proper to say that those people who were deprived from voting, they should only deprive them from participating in the population census in Lagos State? Will it be proper?
Listen, Mr. Matthew, everything you are trying to justify, okay, it's counterintuitive to me. It's counterintuitive to me. Because you wronged me today does not mean tomorrow I have to wrong you back. Okay, so because I believe what they're trying to do is what comes around goes around.
No, I'm not
If
saying, I'm not saying, I only ask
You know what?
questions.
He's
trying-
asking the question so that you can understand.
I understand everything he's
And get
saying.
straight to answer the
I
question.
understand everything he's
Okay.
saying. I am coming from the angle that because the non-Indians were disenfranchised, then it should also be
And this is not
justified,
the first time.
and it should be justifiable for them to say that they will not be counted in Lagos. But what I'm
No,
saying
you're
is,
not getting my
but
question.
what I'm
No,
saying
wait,
is,
please, sorry. My question is, those people that disenfranchise them,
yes,
will it be justifiable for them to use the same means to say, no, don't be counted here?
of course they are not going to say that.
But if they decide to say, will it be
It's,
right?
no, it's impossible for them to say that.
Why? Because
When it comes to head count,
will be to
listen, when it comes to head count, nobody
be
even bothers
advantage.
on that part.
and that is
Do you get the point? Listen, there are so many Igbos that voted for Sanwo-Olu in Lagos.
Mr. Ni, you are on the defensive.
You cannot take
You're on the defensive.
it's not okay.
I know.
Please go. Let me have my say.
You will have your
Let me have my
Give him
say.
30 seconds. Ask
Yes.
question.
See, it is not good.
And by the way, Abure is no longer the chairman of Labour Party. Look at Labour Party now; they are sinking.
You are,
I'm so unfortunate.
you are even-
They are sinking. Abure.
You are taking my time.
Okay.
What's happening?
Are you telling the whole world that we should forget about the past? No, we should forget about the intimidation and subjugation
Okay.
of the same people who has the same right by constitution. Your fellow citizens who are subjugated,
Are you-
and the culprits, those who incited those violence, has not been brought to book. We should jettison that and allow them go free.
All right. If I
Why you
It's a
stole
question now.
the mandate
It's
of
a
the
question.
Okay, ask your question.
It's a
Don't worry.
question
Thank you very
now.
much.
okay now,
Let's calm down for 10 seconds. Let's calm down. Let's calm because it seems that everybody's trying to.
all right. Are we? I think we are calm now.
Oh,
I think we are
yeah.
calm.
Let's go.
Now, Christian, if I may tell you, or if I may remind you, are you aware that one Eze Indigo in Lagos State said he will call the IPOP terrorists to come to Lagos to defend the IPOP markets? Are you aware of that?
I know. The guy is in Ajara State.
He's in Ajawa State.
but-
Are you aware that? He's actually being remanded?
Yes, yesterday was.
Now, those are the inciting words that we have to complain about.
What happened?
No, those are the inciting words we are talking about. MC Oluoma has apologized. MC Oluoma was not directed. MC Oluoma was not instructed.
has apologized.
Let's move on to another topic.
Even when his action leads to the death of several
No,
people.
let's move on to another topic.
Over 150.
Stop shouting on the top of your
Another
voice.
topic.
Stop being frustrated.
I'm so disappointed
Thank
that
you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Let's give ourselves one year. I beg, Mr. Lee, you give them. Don't end it. Let him finish. You end it.
Why you hand down? They will.
Because Obasanjo writes UK court 6 leniency for Ekuremadu.
Obasanjo should just rest. Abeg. It's not that important, so he should just rest. Obasanjo is not an American ambassador. Okay, so he's trying to be a mediator on a case that has been decided. This man has been sentenced to 12 years or 10 years in prison.
10 years.
So let him serve his jail term. Obasanjo is begging for mercy. Maybe they should reduce the jail term. Is he not guilty of the offense? Is it not the same Ekuremadu that was given 400 million to build a kidney replacement center? What did he do? He embezzled it. So he doesn't even deserve.
We need to hold
Listen,
our governors,
my brother,
our
10
leaders.
years in UK. 10 years in UK is like you living in VGs.
Yes.
So let him just flex. 10 years in,
Flexing.
he's flexing. He's not in one suffering, he's suffering. You know, so Obasanjo
Let's talk about the subsidy
it's not important.
$800 million from World Bank, target 50 million Nigerians. Why at this point in time?
Well, you know, I think there was a report from even the IMF advising Nigeria that now is the best time for them to take away the subsidy.
Yeah.
All right. So as we know that this 800 million palliative is coming from the World Bank, is in support of the intention that the next governor will definitely remove. And this 800 million, they intend to use it to buy more buses, more staff buses, and then for them to carry out CCT, which is a conditional cash transfers to vulnerables. You understand? Okay. Or in the national register, on the national social register, the finance minister said they have 10 million families which is equivalent to 50 million Nigerians, okay, vulnerable Nigerians.
So you can trickle down.
So what we just need is transparency on how those money, accountability and transparency on how they intend to disburse that money.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay,
so
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oluwawan, just 1 minute. Give it the language. The language.
What's happening in the
You are the Mafiso now. You are the Mafiso.
That's Colorado.
East Colorado.
Nigeria is not getting settled gradually.
I know.
And I think that
Don't interrupt me.
this Obasanjo said this Colorado. Let the Colorado good so they are learning lesson. Are learning lesson.
Okay.
So what is
Let's
happening?
talk about subsidy palliative. Federal government secured $800 million from World Bank.
$800 million.
From World Bank.
To do what?
For palliative now.
The palliative cost of the fuel.
Yeah.
Because the fuel will be high.
Yeah.
Nigeria will never buy for 700 or 300. There will be more the war. That will bring more problem. Because you forget about the situation, you understand? When fuel high, everything in Nigeria will high. So another problem is to try to solve problem, not to add to problem. This is a new coming government. We are not talking about fuel services. So you want to remove it now. Yesterday we were telling that you will not remove it. Now you are going to remove it. So don't try to bring the system, the same system of Buhari.
System of Buhari.
Same system of like 419 talk. So no removal. Now you want to remove her. You want to bring 800 million. At the end of the day, who will spend that 800 million?
$800 million.
They will share it among themselves. So they should not bring problem. They should not be creating more problem. They should solve problem and not be creating more problem. You are just coming, never learn. You are talking about 800 million. Just no. We never chop. We never talk about our life. How will they survive? Tomorrow, next tomorrow is no food, nothing. You are talking about another problem. That is a difficult language. It's a motherfucking difficult language. Tinubu should go and get and sit down and think well.
No, it's Buhari's government, not Tinubu's government.
Buhari is a criminal man. You want to live, you want to bring more problem. We want to borrow, no borrow. Now want to see they are just looking for everywhere to empty the treasury before they go. It's a criminal language. $800 million.
Okay,
you have been hearing million. Where is the money? We are tired of the shit of Nigerian language. Let the new government come and let us see what is going to happen. Because million, we don't tire for the million. We want a reasonable government that will cater for you and I. The suffering is getting out of hand. Say start tomorrow, next tomorrow. Don't have food, don't have rice, don't have water. Just nothing. Okay. Nigeria is bad.
Thank you very much.
Nigeria is bad. Bad.
Yeah, with that, thank you very much, everyone, for being part of the program. We have come to the end of the program this morning. Please click on the like button. And also, yes, I'm true. I don't have enough airtime.
Okay. Even 1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. I will calculate your 1 minute.
I don't have any problem with that.
Okay, let's move on.
It's Nigerian problem.
Let's move on. Obasanjo writing UK courts pleading for Ekweremado's a lenient sentence for Ekweremado. What do you think?
Actually, I'm not seeing anything bad in what Obasanjo did. Yes, I'm telling you reality.
He was found guilty of...
if he's found guilty of what really happened, I think he needs to serve the sentence to prove to other leadership that it's not business as usual. Thank you.
Okay, lastly, let's look at the rancor between there's this ethnic tension. I heard you talking about Igbo, Yoruba, and not. Somebody says that Igbo should go home for census to prove their large population. We should leave the.
I think people that is saying that does not know what they are saying. This is Nigeria. Nigeria is for everybody. It does not matter where you dominate or where Igbo are staying or where Yoruba is staying or where Hausa people is staying. Everywhere belongs to Nigerians. That's what I believe. That is not an issue at all. Yes, I'm telling you. Because we don't have Biafra. They don't have Biafra. This is Nigeria. This is where we call Nigeria. If you find a Igbo man in North, they are free to do business. Good. If you find them in Southwest, they are free to go on. Good. If you find them in Eastern region, there are still Igbo people there.
What's not causing the friction?
I think the problem of this country is the leadership. The leadership are proving it to us that they are not good to take us to promised land. That is my belief.
Okay, thank you very much. Your name?
My name is Afik Zekeri.
Okay, Mr. Afik Zekeri. With that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. Bystanders and newsletters. I'm Christian Chuku. Please click on the like button and also subscribe to Flip TV. Help us share, as God bless you. Once again, happy Easter to everyone watching this morning, and also happy Ramadan Karim. For this time, I will say it's a close till tomorrow for another wonderful edition of the program. Bystanders at the newsstands. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Bye for now. You